You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more.
Anyway, welcome to One in the Pigskin.
One in the pigskin. All right.
This is our, what is it, fourth?
Yeah, our fourth one. Can't believe we made it this far.
Fourth. And we're still going strong.
Yeah. For you guys.
Yeah.
So like I said, go ahead. No,
go.
No, like I said before, be part of the show. We want you involved. We want you to come on the show. Please leave a comment of what you want us to talk about. Yes. And then next week we'll be talking Iowa fans versus Nebraska fans. Yeah. Which one is better? So if you want to leave your opinion, please do if you're a Husker fan. So that's it. Yeah. All right, Nick, I think you wanted to go first. Please do.
I do.
Please do. I'm excited.
Talking about Jamal Adams getting traded. What do you think he should end up at?
I like Jamal Adams. He's one of the better defensive backs in the league. I know he's going to get top dollar somewhere, so it can't be somebody with a small amount of cap space. So unfortunately, I think the Buccaneers are out of the equation.
Well, I had to say they were wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
I
look at the 8 teams: Dallas Cowboys, Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, 49ers, Eagles, Seahawks, Buccaneers.
It's impossible, though. They have $6 million worth of cap space. He's not going to go there for $6 million.
Who could they trade, though?
They would need to trade somebody to free up some cap space, but I don't see it happening. I think he should go to the Ravens or the Kansas City Chiefs.
Could they trade Shaq Barrett?
They could, yeah.
It's a couple picks.
I mean, even the Seahawks, and I think the Eagles would be a better deal. The Eagles have like $24 million worth of cap space. We talked about that last week.
But he wants to go to the Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowboys! Ugh, why? It's like, I want to be just mediocre for the rest of my life.
I don't know.
Get paid for doing it.
Let's look up which one my computer works.
I love getting one game into the playoffs and just absolutely failing. I'm sorry, any Cowboys fans out there, I don't mean any disrespect to you, but they have underachieved. You can even admit that. They have grossly underachieved. Yeah, this is a team that was supposed to be running the East. And they just, oof. The Eagles with no defense, tons of injuries.
Grew up, see? And then Texas.
Carrollton,
Texas.
Carrollton, Texas.
Yes. Yes. That's why. Right there. That's why he wants to go to Dallas. Go back home. Everybody wants to go back home, really.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you want to go to, like, go to a Super Bowl team. Ravens. 49ers.
Everybody wants to go back home. I feel like he was going to make a really insensitive joke about immigrants just there, but no. He held back. I'm proud of him. Usually he would any other time. I'm messing around. No, he wouldn't. No.
He's had some pretty good numbers, too.
He's had some great numbers, yes.
Tackles, 63 first year, 86, 61. So he went declined again. I mean, sacks went up the last year. So they must have rushed more.
Or playing him at the line more, closer to the line.
Yeah, I mean, one TD.
Playing him down and more like of a underlook. Or is that over? I don't know. It's not good.
One interception both years, so, you know, it depends.
Yeah, I guess he's pretty good. Yeah, he's not bad. He's pretty good.
Back a couple weeks.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good, I mean.
Yeah. I don't know what he's worth, but I mean, Cowboys would be the least team that I would consider. I would really go after the Eagles, and then probably Baltimore, and then probably Kansas City.
What if the Eagles got them? What would the Cowboys do? Would they riot?
I don't think they would riot necessarily.
Would the fans get upset? I mean, like going, would that become even more big of a rivalry?
Oh, man, yes. Especially a hometown kid escaping them. Oh!
Just trading like...
And what if he's the key that puts them over the top? That gets the Cowboys to the Super Bowl.
And then the Eagles come in and swipe them. That'd be fun.
Oh. Mr. Nick Foles.
There's a fool for leaving.
Yeah.
Anyway, good.
Is that it, me? Yeah, so, last Thursday, let me start over. Last Thursday, Guido, Gelato Bambido, Vanillo? I don't know how to say his last name. I'm just going to say it's Vanillo. Scored a first-round knockout of Don and not Albert's dad, Hainsworth. Now, Guido, whose parents must have hated him or never seen Jersey Shore, sprayed on his Axe body spray and bronzer and took care of business. This is a guy he was supposed to beat. But the real story here is Guido wants to fight Sonny Canto next. Sonny Canto is another up-and-coming star. Canto has 6 wins, no defeats. Guido has 7 wins now with 0 losses. And this is very dangerous. In the boxing world, this never happens where they call out an up-and-comer because this could ruin your career. If Guido loses, his career is possibly over. He doesn't get into contention with people who fight a bunch of Dons in their life. So he must have some really huge ones, a huge pair of perfectly manscaped nuts to just call out that guy. That's Sonny Liston.
I don't know how to spell Sonny.
It's S-O-N-N-Y, you got it right. But Canto, C-A-N-T-O. Can and then 2. No, he's putting Q2. That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, my big question to you is, now, is this a smart move for him? Do you see that? And is this a fight you want to see? Or could you go without it?
The Guido?
Yeah, Guido versus
the burrito.
I want to use his last name because I feel bad even saying his first name, but that's his name. That's his name. It's so horrible. Why would you do that to your kid? I know. Why would you do that to your kid? But I think he's like purely Italian, so like over there, that doesn't mean anything. It's just.
I'll go with the Guido burrito.
You'll go with Guido, Gelato Bambido,
Burrito.
Vanillo. Yeah. I'm trying to read it off my look.
I'll go with burrito. I'll go with the burrito.
Yes. And this is a fight I would love to see, but I don't think it's a smart move. Hands down.
I'll go with him because I like his last name because it runs Guido.
I know. Guido and Vanillo. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh yeah, we got the microphone right here, so just throw it like that. Hopefully that cuts it.
Anyway,
Go for it.
We talked about Dak Prescott the first episode, I believe, about his stats and everything like that, and
First or second.
and his contract. So Dak Prescott signed his franchise tag tenured, but Cowboys still have time to sign him to a contract until July 15th. If they don't, he's still tagged until the end of the season, if they have a season because of COVID. And I don't know what to make of this. I mean, good for them, $31.4 million. I don't know what I would do with that money, but what do you think?
I think that's what he's worth. He's worth $32 million. That's what I've always said. $32 million, I think, is the perfect spot for him. He doesn't get to be paid the most. He doesn't deserve to get paid the most. The only time you should get paid more than any other quarterback is if you've done more than any other quarterback. So the moment he gets to the Super Bowl, then he can start talking about getting paid the most out of anyone in the NFL. But he hasn't even sniffed the championship, the NFC championship. Yes.
Who's a better quarterback, Prescott or Deshaun Watson?
Don't be ridiculous. Come on.
It's Deshaun Watson.
This is Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson actually has more playoff wins than Dak. Dak has 1, and he's been in the playoffs 3 times.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
I don't know. It's just...
He's not worth what he's asking. He's definitely not worth what he's asking.
Prescott's a lot of leverage. What leverage does he have, though?
Oh, they got the red rifle back there.
I mean, Jerry Jones does like gingers.
He's got nothing to lose. I mean, he already lost his soul a long time ago.
He likes Jason Garrett, ginger, and then he was a quarterback for the Cowboys.
True.
And then now they have Andy Dillon, another ginger at quarterback, and now this guy, Jerry Jones, goes, hey.
Do you think Jerry Jones was a redhead back in his day? I think that's why. Maybe he was a redhead back in the day. He just has a thing for redheads.
Maybe his wife was a redhead.
Or his mistress.
Who knows? Maybe his Maybe he had an affair. She was redhead. He goes, man, I can't get over her.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. Redheads are crazy. Maybe. I don't know. But Andy Dalton, I think, can carry this team.
Maybe that's why they're so messed up right now, Cowboys. Huh? They have a redhead on the team.
Well, it was a curse for the Bengals. Sorry, Bengals fans. But I don't think Andy Dalton was that bad of a quarterback. I really don't. He could carry a team. They screwed him with the offensive line. They dismantled that offensive line for 3 years straight. It was ridiculous. It was garbage. Should I go next? Or would you like to carry on?
You can go.
I'm going to go. Last night I was staring at my dark bedroom ceiling and I rolled over and I grabbed a piece of paper and a pen and I wrote a note to COVID-19.
Excuse me.
That's all right. Dear COVID-19, there are 3 things in this world I cherish: sports, women, and 90-Day Fiancé. COVID-19, you can take 90-Day Fiancé, you can take the women, my wife first, but you leave sports the hell alone. You know what? Clemson has been ravaged with over 20 players infected, LSU hit with 30 players, Texas with 13, the Dallas Cowboys, Buccaneers, Broncos, and a bevy of other teams and players also have been infected with COVID-19. Listen, I'm willing to compromise with you. You can have hockey, tennis, and all the women's sports.
Don't say golf, how dare you.
But you leave me basketball and football. Leave it alone. But is it really that bad?
COVID?
Yes, is it really that bad? The situation that these teams are in right now, is it really that bad? I want to pick your brain and you tell me if it's bad. Is it bad?
I've been thinking about this for a while, watching sports on ESPN. I'm like, I just think they need to jump in there and see what it's like. And if it gets worse, back out of it for a while.
Here's where I'm at. Okay, so a lot of the athletics departments, people who are in the know, are saying there's no way they're going to back out of this. The football's a huge revenue stream. There's no way they can go without football. They're insured for the money that they lost, and they already have a model in Europe that's working with soccer. So yeah, why not? But to a more deeper point, these teams that are catching COVID-19 now, if they catch the disease, they might be immune to the disease. We don't know. And also, you're not catching it in the middle of the year where you're going to have to miss 2, 3, or 4 weeks. So they're going to have the advantage. I think that's a smart play, especially for anybody playing fantasy football out there. A lot of the Cowboys got it, so especially Zeke Elliott. So, I think you just go forward. And there was somebody saying that this is a reality we're going to have to face, where it's not going to be just this year that COVID's going to be here. It's going to be next year, and probably the year after that.
I disagree with that.
You think so?
I disagree. I think it's going to be partially gone next year. I think we'll be able to fill stadiums next year, all that, and we'll be okay next year.
I don't know.
But
the only way it goes away is with a vaccine. That's it.
I think we're close. I just think they're not telling us.
That's what she said. All right. Your turn, sir.
Anyway, Husker news. Huskers non-conference for the entire, for decades come out. Football. I talked about basketball, now it's football. So, the 2020 is out. Central Michigan, South Dakota State, Cincinnati, now 2021.
Ugh.
Buffalo at Oklahoma, then in 2022, North Dakota, Georgia Southern, Oklahoma, 2023, at Colorado, Northern Illinois, Louisiana Tech, 24, South Dakota State, Colorado, 25, Akron at Cincinnati, 26, Tennessee, North Dakota, 27, Northern Illinois at Tennessee, 28, South Dakota State, Arizona. I'm going to name them all. 29, at Oklahoma, 30, Oklahoma, 31, at Arizona. What do you think of that non-conference?
Which one?
I mean,
just overall?
Yeah, what do you think about?
I don't know. It shifts so much. I remember when some of these teams were just horribly horrendous. Like, I remember when Colorado went through their slump.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, they were Cincinnati now Cincinnati's great. Or
No, in Illinois.
Oh, Tennessee. What happened to Tennessee? They used to be powerhouses. Now they're nothing. Hopefully by 2026 when we fight them, fight them. When we beat them,
Oh, it will be a fight probably.
yeah. When we beat them in 2026, we'll see how good they are then. But I mean, everything changes from year to year. Recruiting classes come in. They get better. They get worse. Everybody evolves.
It depends how well Scott Frost has developed as a coach and has developed his players and how well he has recruited.
Yeah, like I said before, I'm a Scott Frost fan, but I do think he makes mistakes. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's taking the lead or letting someone else take the lead. But there's situations where I think he should have done X, and he does triangle. I don't fucking get it.
He needs to develop better as a coach. He needs to learn. You know what? I know he has a new baby at home. I get that. Understandable. And married man for a couple of years. But you know what? It's time to be a man and just, go, you know what? If you want like me to have these $8 million, let me go do my job.
Let me have my $8 million.
Let me go do my job.
Let me
get a couple championships so we can go on vacation. I don't want to be home with this baby sometimes. You know, I love it.
Why don't you give me $20 million? Just let me do what I want. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. No, but like we've said before, which I think is another topic we're going to have to talk about someday, how far along are we in the program and how far away are we from actually contending for one of those playoff spots?
Let's talk about how far Nebraska's fallen.
Oh, gosh.
Just talk about that.
Because I think Minnesota's ahead of us right now. They are in a better spot to be contenders and beat out somebody like an Ohio State and a Wisconsin and take the reins in a Big Ten championship and be in one of those playoff spots. I think Minnesota is in a better spot than we are right now, which is sad and disappointing.
There you go. I'll show you something.
Oh.
Hold on.
They even got a better mascot. They take a gopher over.
Oh, they're fifth in recruiting.
Fifth?
And we're 10th.
And I think they're nationally ranked this year, but preseason polls, I think they're number 20.
What the year they had? Well, yeah.
23? Something like that. I know they're ranked, though, and it's crazy. I mean, I think Minnesota's ahead of us. It's sad. It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
This is all we have, guys. If you're watching and you're not from Nebraska and you're watching right now, which I hope you are, you got to understand, this is all we have. Okay?
Huskers backwards.
We don't have a pro team. Our basketball team has been non-existent for years.
Yeah.
We have volleyball, but that's it. We don't even
baseball was still coming up. But
that's been mediocre for years. Yeah. We thought we hit the curve there, and it absolutely wasn't. You know what? You want me to go? I'm going to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm getting out of here. There's 20 minutes. I got to stop by the middle school, and I got to do a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to title this video, In The Pigskin, Episode 4, -farts. I'm not editing those out.
I think they make them laugh.
I accidentally said the F word, and I'm editing that out. But I'm not editing the farts out.
Oh, it's going to smell.
No, I was going to set us back a couple weeks. All right, so last topic is a Husker one where Scott Frost and Fred Hoiberg said they're going to donate a portion of their money to the athletic program. And I thought that this was an absolute ploy. I don't agree with it. The athletic department is insured for the money they lose. I think they're going to be fine. It's all for optics, and I don't think you should do things just for these type of optics. It doesn't make any sense. It detracts from real things. But, Nick, I want to know your opinion.
What I said to you earlier was, I think they had a meeting. Bill Moose goes, donate some of your salary. I think they had a talk about it for a couple hours. And I think, I don't think they agreed on it, but I think they had to. I think it's like our meetings. We don't agree on something, but we have to.
Probably. That you might be right. I mean, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. I'm not going to make any...
When I was reading it, Scott Frost says, I love this place even before I played here.
Yeah.
And I love it this side, this level. I'm like, okay, you know what? You went to Stanford.
Hoiberg's from here, yeah.
I'm like, and Harvard, you could have played here too. And stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? Something happened. That's what I think.
Because it doesn't make sense. It's more like this optics thing, like I said. It's more like an image thing. Like, look at how into Nebraska they are right now. They're sticking with us. You should too.
I think
Don't lose faith in Nebraska.
I think it's more like a
Makes me feel
recruiting.
sick.
I think it's a recruiting pitch too.
It might be. I don't know. Just
It's like, you know what? We're doing something good here. You know, like,
yeah, right. Yeah.
We're doing something good.
Like, look at the good we do.
I read too, like, they can still go on recruiting trips
Nebraska.
too. On recruiting trips, and they can go, you know what, we're donating so much salary just so we can do this with you guys.
Oh, ooh, yes. Yes, we've given so much to this program. We want you to know what that's like to be selfless.
Yes.
Joy.
Have integrity
Nebraska,
like
Nebraska.
us. Be compassionate like us. That'd be
Oh.
great.
Come to where there's no beaches. No fun. No excitement.
I'll show you where the money is.
Cornfields. Alright, I think that's it. That's it. That's our show. Like we've said before, please come on to our show. Please give us topics to talk about. We can come up with 3 on our own. This is all we do at work is talk sports, so we decided we have unique takes. Why don't we talk about them with other people? Maybe they have unique takes. But we really want to get you involved. We want to get the people involved because this is not our show. We are just the facilitators. We want to get people on here and talk sports.
You could sit right here.
Right here or on my lap, like I've said before. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
We talk inappropriately sometimes, but we can't on this.
Yeah, we try to keep this as clean as possible.
Child safety laws. Damn children.
I have 2 kids. I don't say that. I love kids.
I love kids. I have like 10 nieces and nephews, so it's okay.
Yeah, but you know what? We do. We want to hear from you. We want you guys to be involved because the more you're involved, the more feedback we get, the better the show gets. It's just logic. I mean, so honestly, leave, comment, come on the show, talk, engage with us. That's it on the big scene. Adios.
Peace.